Hi, Nick.
Hello, good morning.
How's it going, buddy?
Great.
So you had an interesting day yesterday, huh?
It was a big one yesterday.
A big day.
It was not a day I was necessarily expecting to happen.
I know.
So I come home from work every day, and does everyone have the place where they put their wallet? They put their keys.
Yeah.
Kitchen counter.
Same
Yes.
spot every time.
Right.
Yeah.
For me, it's my kitchen counter.
Oh, wow.
I come in, drop my wallet right where it always goes, and sitting right there was a sonogram picture.
What?
Blair, you tricky, tricky girl.
And
That's Nick's wife.
What?
I think I blacked out. Yeah. From
You
what
got two already, right?
I have two.
Yeah.
They were at daycare, so it was just me and my wife. And my wife was at home. She was in the kitchen making her lunch.
Yeah.
And so she's 2 feet away from me on the other side of the counter. I kind of paused. This was not expected. I took a deep breath.
You didn't say, "Oh, honey." Hey,
I
nothing?
composed myself.
Okay.
I
my
I
God.
tried to think about what to say. What's my reaction supposed to be? Right? Because you can't have the reaction has to match the news.
Right.
And her feeling about the potential
Exactly.
news.
Right.
Well,
Exactly.
She was sharing it, so obviously
Yes.
she was.
And
she
so-
wanted the happiness.
So I said something like, we're not being very creative this time or something, because the last few times she told me she was pregnant, she had a creative way of telling me.
Yeah, but on the third one, you're like,
The
whatever,
third's
bro.
like, whatever. And
Oh
so,
my God.
and she looked at me like she had no idea what I was talking about. And
What?
I was like, okay, what are you trying to tell me? And she looked at me. She had no idea what I was
Pregnancy
talking
brain,
about.
bro.
So I held up the sonogram, and she looked confused. Then her eyes got wide, and she started laughing. And she said, "Oh, no. I was cleaning out my car." And I didn't want to throw it away, so I set it to the side, and I guess she just forgot about it. And I was like, it was the scariest 20 seconds of my life.
You know what? You know what? That's the kind of stuff that leads to colossal fights. You know, something silly like that.
Yeah.
It's like, so you'd be that upset if I was
yeah.
pregnant?
Yeah.
Right. That's why.
And then
That's
it
why I
could
had
go
to-
in another direction you never expected.
I had to keep it cool. I
Yeah.
had to, because a third is not what we are planning on. That's not
Yeah.
in our family plan. And it just shocked me. So I had to make sure I didn't blow a gasket, which
Oh
I
my
wouldn't.
God.
If we did, I wouldn't.
You would privately, but that's fine.
But boy, it was a shock. I could not take my nap yesterday. I was so riled up.
Was your reaction a good reaction with your first two kids, would you say, Nick?
My first one was pretty good. She
Okay.
tied a balloon to our dog. Our dog ran in. Yay. The second one, I think I was a little more shocked because we were planning on it, but just not as fast as it happened.
Right.
And so I was just a little more surprised and shocked and didn't know what to say, where she was like, "Are you happy?" I was like, "Yes, I totally am, but I'm just thrown off right now."
Yeah. Trey, you just had a baby. How was your reaction?
I think mine was perfect because Kara was like, "All right, I think it's time to take a pregnancy test. I'm a little late, so let's just take the pregnancy test together." And then we waited the 2 minutes. We looked at it, and I freaked out. Kara was the one like, "Okay, cool, we're doing this," and I was like, "What?"
You were the excited one?
I made a baby.
Aww.
I still hate the way I reacted to when Kaysen was announced.
What happened?
I came home from work, and Kinsey had set up pictures on our fridge, and we lived in our apartment. So right when you walk in, I would put my keys down, and I'd go straight to the fridge. So when I turned, there was a picture of us when we started dating with a little note that said, "First comes love."
Oh.
And then it was a picture of us at our wedding, and said, our dogs, and it said, "Then comes doggies." Then us at our wedding, then comes marriage. And then the next one was,
What did it say?
"Then comes a baby." And there was a sonogram. And I just looked at it, and I said, "Oh, no." I didn't mean for it to come out that way. We had just gotten married. We hadn't even gone on our honeymoon yet. So I was like, oh
no.
oh man. And then life hits you real quick right there. You know, it's like, oh,
Yeah.
that's a human.
Yeah.
You know, I'm going to be having to take care of somebody. And she was sitting on the couch so excited. So when I turned, she
Heard
was,
you.
when the
Yeah.
dog, when you come home and the dog's peeking up.
Yeah.
That's how she was. And she goes, oh no, you're not excited? I was like, I am excited. It's just my mom knows that I did it.
What happened?
Mom
Yeah.
knows what's up. I just went into this whole thing. I just
Right.
freaked out. Second one, I was fine though. With Chloe, I was excited.
Okay.
I think. for the most part. So Nick's not having a baby.
No.
It was a close call.
Babies
no.
are exciting.
A little scary moment.
Just a scary moment for Nick.
They call that a flyby.
Well, congratulations on your
Thanks. I
two kids.
Appreciate it. Thanks, Justin.
Welcome.